Entertainment.
Hey, what's up? What's up, everybody? I was getting my groove on. Listen, I'm going to show you how to embrace the abundance of fulfillment. Let's explore some of the secrets to profound fulfillment for the top 1% of high achieving professional women. You ready to explore the path to true satisfaction with me? Because, listen, you know what it's like. You know, you've worked hard to get where you are. You're successful. You're a trailblazer. You're a glass ceiling breaker. You're the first in your family to get to the level you are. But then there's still something missing. There's still something missing. You know what that is? You don't feel fulfilled. Even though you've traveled the world, even though you can buy what you want, even though you could brunch with your girls. But if you're really honest, when you're home alone, there's this gnawing, this nagging feeling. There's a void, there's something missing. And you can work harder, you can constantly strive for perfection, you can get more awards, you can make more commitments, but you still come up short because if you're honest, you never feel satisfied. Are we honest? Yeah. And and you can have the best of everything. Like you can have the best flight, but then something goes wrong on the flight and that sets you off. You can have the best vacation plan, but then it rained the whole time and that sets you off. You can, be right in the most scenic place, taking the best pictures, and you can't wait to load it up on Insta, on your social media, and show everybody where you are. And then it doesn't get all the likes you want and it sets you off. Like there's always something that gets in the way of it being that perfect experience for you. And if this keeps up, your well-being, your entire well-being, that means your mental, that means your emotional, your physical well-being, your mind, your heart, your body, it's being compromised. And it impacts you. It impacts your personal and your professional life, if we're being honest. Because what you really want is a life that's filled with joy and authenticity, where you are living fulfilled with purpose and you're present in your day-to-day activities. You feel me? Is that possible? You ask, how do you live? I get asked this question all the time when I'm working with my clients. But how? How, Sway? Why, Sway? How do you live with joy and satisfaction and success? I'm going to show you now. I'm going to show you how. I'm Teresa Noy. If you're new to my timeline, your radical self-love coach. I work with high achieving professional women who typically put themselves last to love themselves enough to now put themselves first, even if they feel guilty and they think they don't have the time. So I get it. I was myself working, raising kids, special needs kids, a husband, doing for everyone else what I was supposed to do, working long hours, giving to everyone else. And I didn't feel like I had time for me. I'm spending long hours at work, engaging in constant multitasking. You know how we love to multitask. But guess what happens? it led to a sense of disconnection from myself. And I'm sure you can relate to this, right? It leads to a disconnection from not only from yourself, but a disconnection from others. And it leaves you feeling unfulfilled in your relationships, in your personal life. Because here's the truth: when you prioritize work, when you prioritize external obligations over what you love, the things that bring you joy, what are your personal passions, what are your hobbies, when you prioritize those things over you, it can only result in a lack of fulfillment, because you feel like you're neglecting an important aspect of yourself. I've seen this. I've experienced it. I've seen it with my clients. One of my clients, Dr. Ty, she was there. She was so there. And she was disregarding, she was a caregiver for her elderly parents, right? Um, and in that process, she was disregarding her inner needs and her desires, such as some simple things like for rest, for relaxation, for meaningful connections. And it left her feeling unfulfilled. It left her feeling disconnected from herself. And she was always pushing through, even though she can feel, because your body will tell you, hey, listen, you're not loving me well. You're not taking care of me. Listen. But we will ignore those signs and we will push through, right? We will push through the signs of burnout. We will push through fatigue. We will push through stress without addressing the underlying causes that lead to what? Feelings of unfulfillment and dissatisfaction with life. So that's what my client kept doing until she started working with us. She started working with me in my Personal Power Academy and started to use our Love Infusion formula, and she got life through Love Infusion. Get it? At Love Infusion formula, life. She got life, y'all. She got her life back. And she began to reimagine her life the way that she wanted. What made her happy? She's like, what makes me happy? What brings me joy? She got back in contact with her authentic self versus what everyone else wanted. She reignited that connection with herself, with her dreams, with her thoughts, with her feelings, putting herself first, because what? She matters first. And this unlocked a whole new world for her. A whole new world. A whole new world. I mean, sis got her yoga certificate. Sis started building a community, started her own consulting business, traveled to Ghana, so much more. What do you want? What would you love? See, it's not your fault that this happens, because we haven't been given permission to put ourselves first. Oftentimes, I just had a session last week with a client, and she said, I don't even know what I want. Like, I've never even entertained that question. And I was like, I get it, sis. It's not your fault, because you haven't been given permission to put yourself first. We live in this culture of female service. But guess what? That's not who you are. That's who you've been trained to be, but it's not who you are. And the proof of that are the cues that you're getting, the unfulfillment, the void, the nagging. Guess what? The shoulder tap. You know what that is? That's an invitation. That's a divine information, a divine invitation for you to reconnect with who you really are, your authentic self. Hey, hey, she's in there. She's in there. That's why you feel this misalignment, because that is not who you are. You know, like Mufasa said, Simba, you are more than you have become. You're more. You're more than this. But the question is, will you accept the invitation? Will you pay attention to those cues? If you want to live a more fulfilled, authentic life, it's your time. Hey, DM me fulfilled, and let's talk about a personalized strategy for you to reconnect and reimagine what fulfillment is like for you, according to you, because it's possible. Ah, it's so possible. It's possible for you. All right. All right, beautiful souls. That's it for tonight. Love yourself before you love your neighbor, because your well being matters. Period. All right, y'all have a good night. I'll see you soon.